Of hearing that the whole of the Labour cabinet is gay. So on this show we'll go one stage or a car. Today, Greek men devote their lives to just one thing: convincing the rest of the world that they're homosexual. Look at the evidence. Pretty well all the Greek millionaires made their money in shipping, which means sailors. Greek soldiers strut around wearing miniskirts and slippers with pom-poms on the top. Greek dancing is just an excuse for men to hold hands and have a bit of a cuddle. And Greece has only put 2 male singing stars onto the international scene. This one wears a dress, and this one. The thing is, though, it's all a con. Greek men are emphatically not homosexual. They want us to think they are, so that when our girlfriends say they're going on an all-girls holiday over there, we won't mind. Big mistake, chaps. You see, the girls get out there, and Christos strolls up to them, tells them his brother's got a fishing boat and that he can balance a table in his mouth, and twang. 1,000 G-strings will snap in unison. Oh, come on, girls, admit it. Come on. You've all been to bed with a Greek waiter. You have. Look at this, right? This is Greek men going about their business. But overhead, they can hear the unmistakable sound of a British holiday jet inbound from Luton. The reaction is instant. Ready? Look! That's why they don't make toasters. They're all in the departure lounge at the airport, complaining of a broken heart as they wave goodbye to some poor English wretch. Girls, for heaven's sake, this is Greece. They invented drama for this very reason. He's acting. As soon as your plane's off the ground, he'll be round to arrivals with a table in his mouth. And as you touch down in Luton with the embarrassing itch just starting to make itself felt, he'll be out for dinner with Donna from Donny. Look at him. Your eyes are like pools of moonlight. I love you. Would you like to go on my brother's fishing boat tomorrow? Yeah. This bloke's got so many women on his brother's boat, he's having to talk to them through a megaphone. I love you all. All your eyes are like pools of moonlight. The real nub of my problem with Greece, though, is their cooking, which I shall demonstrate for you now. We take a pan, put it on the heat, we get some cheese from a goat, put it in the pan, and now we need the vital ingredient, some oil. Here we go. Talk among yourselves. There we are, that's the olive oil. Now, what you really need for the extra flavour is more oil. I like this. Again, don't skimp, don't skimp. There we go. And now, of course, we need the seasoning. This, of course, is crucial in all cooking. There we go. Just a hint. Quite a big hint. And there we are. Good. That's quite enough cooking. We take it out at this point. Oh, it's Greek cooking. That goes, ugh. Now, you take a vine leaf, drop the cheese in, wrap it up, and there we are. A Greek meal. Of course, the big advantage of eating leaves is they make you look more gay. Now, to see whether I'm on the right track here, I'd like you to welcome my next guest. He's the boss of EasyJet, and he's Greek. Stelios Hadjianou. Hi, Stelios. How are you? Did I get your name right?
Yes, but don't worry about the surname. Just call me Stelios.
Stelios.
Yes.
Well, Stelios, something to nibble on.
Jeremy, don't give up the day job.
That's Greek cooking.
No, it's not.
Did I overdo the oil or not enough?
Olive oil is good for you, not the other stuff.
Do you like Greek food?
Well, how do you think I put on all this weight?
Well, by living in England, probably.
Well, I spend most of my time in Luton Airport, and the only good food you can eat there is breakfast.
Well, you could pop out of Luton Airport. Maybe you could pop down into a town.
Well, you can pop down to Greece, maybe on one of my jets, and then you'll get onto some good Greek food.
You said if you plugged your airline, I'd tell them you lost my luggage.
I'm really sorry about that.
I'll tell you this, Stelios, okay? If you give me my luggage back, I'll give Greece the Elgin marbles back. Anyway, the other thing I've got to talk about with Greek cooking is this, which is, as I'm sure you know, retsina. Now, elsewhere in the world, OK, people marvel at the majesty of the grape. They love it, OK? Why do you have to mask it with pine tree pus?
To be honest with you, I don't know the answer to that, but there are some very good Greek wines.
Really?
Yeah.
What is this stuff for, though? Is it to scrape the oil off your stomach lining, or... Do you like it?
Personally, I don't like retsina. I prefer traditional Greek wine without the pine resin, which is very nice.
OK. Greek restaurants. Not so much cordon bleu, it's cordon d'off. We've all been to them. Why do they have to have bouzouki playing, plate smashing, chap with a table in his mouth? Is it to kind of take your mind off the vine leaves?
First of all, not every Greek restaurant is like that. The ones you've seen are probably the touristy ones. But there are some good ones that even I like to go from time to time. Breaking plates can be a lot of fun. It's in my theory, it's a stress management system. If you want to get some stress out of your system, you break some plates.
You taught how to balance a table in your mouth?
No, that's difficult. You need very strong jaws for that.
Can you do it?
No, not myself. Yeah.
You can't? Does your brother have a fishing boat?
My brother has a few boats, but they're not fishing boats, they're oil tankers.
Oil tanker, right. Got a lot of girls on one of those. What's the matter, though, with Greek women? Why do Greek men not choose to go out with Greek women?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with Greek women. They're very good-looking, actually, and they're getting better. Looking after themselves, they're going to the gym, they're taking care of their diet, they're dyeing their hair blonde.
Really?
Some of them are, yeah.
I'm trying to work out, what do you think it is that English girls see in Greek men?
Well, it's a bit difficult to answer that question and sort of remain modest. I don't know.
Come on, don't be modest. Tell us, what is it?
Ask your girlfriends.
I have. That's the trouble. I have. When you go back to Greece, what is it you like when you get there?
I think the weather is the main problem about this country, so any excuse to get out of here. The clean seas. You know, we have some Greek islands with lovely, crystal clear waters. And I do like the food, believe it or not.
And what about the Greek people?
They're fun-loving people. I mean, I like working in England because I think in this country things are a lot more professionally done. But in Greece, because people tend to be a bit more relaxed, it's more fun to be there.
Does this siesta happen there?
Some people do it, the older generation.
But I mean, people can now get...
Most younger Greeks don't wake up until midday anyway.
And then have a siesta. And then an early night. OK, I think you've got a fairly clear picture of what we think of Greece. The other way round, what do the Greeks think of the British?
Those who come into London, from my experience, think of the British as being slightly snobbish, stiff upper lip, that sort of a
So broadly the
image.
same as we were being told last week from an Italian.
I suppose.
We've got to lighten up a bit.
You do.
Yeah. OK. Bear it in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Stelios! I'm sorry about being so hard on Greece, everyone. I know they gave us Socrates and Archimedes, but never forget, they also gave your girlfriend herpes. Right. What's next? Well, those...